Here's my process for working with dark skinned characters. You can see I've found this nice image of a front facing image, and you can see there's a lot of face shine and whatnot, and we're going to try and get rid of that as well because that's basically baked into the image, and we want the lighting to all come from the scene rather than from the photo. But this is what we have to start with, and the settings that I prefer are male and clean soft in this case. And clean soft gives you the best blend to the underlying skin. The most gentle, nothing noisy or anything. Like if you chose one of these, it'll be a little bit noisier, which in some cases is helpful, but in this case, I'm going to go with the clean soft. And so I'll go ahead and generate the head. Okay, so we have our face mapped to a character, and it's chosen a skin tone that is close but not quite perfect. And you'll notice the face looks really, really shiny, and the body skin is not quite as shiny. So we're going to try and balance those two out. I'm not going to go into the sculpting the head with the sculpt morphs to get it more precise in shape. For this tutorial, we're just going to work on the texture, and I'm going to come down here in the panel and all the way down till you find the face mask, and it says default even, and there's a bunch of presets here, and what I want to do is basically change what this is. This is a face mask here, and you'll see where it's white is where the photo for the face is showing, and where it's black is where the underlying skin is showing, and there's a gray in between. So some of these presets will try and deal with shadows and some with face shine. So what I'm going to do is come down here until I find the D-Light, and I'm going to use the D-Light Strong in this case. And you can see it's changed the mask quite a bit. So there's a lot more, gray area, and that's where you're going to get a mixture of the face texture and the underlying skin. And, the darker areas down the bridge of the nose, things like that, on the forehead there, it's going to try and basically mask out that really bright, white face shine that's coming through. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this. Okay, and so it's gotten rid of it pretty well. And it's now you'll see that the skin is pretty well matched to the underlying skin that's done that. But now the whole character is actually a little bit too light colored. So we may want to darken the whole character up a bit. So what I'm going to do here is first come up and darken the skin a little bit. And I think that helped. So the face is still looking a little lighter, even though I have the overall skin tone now darker. So we can adjust that with the color adjust, and I want to work on the space diffuse channel here. So click on that so it's highlighted in green, and then come down here to the color adjust tool. And what I'm going to do is reduce the brightness of this a little bit to try and get his head closer to his body at this point. So I think I'm going to go -10 for starts. And then you need to click the update skin texture on this one. And okay, that's brought the skin tone down to match, and it's blending nicely with the body underneath. So I think that's pretty good. So I'm going to call it good here for the moment, and then move over to my material panel and do some further adjusting that I think is going to be useful. Um, if I look at the original here, you can see he's much more shiny, like he's been playing basketball or, just has oily skin. And so what I want to do is adjust all the materials at once in this case. And so I'm going to find the last one is going to be the nails. And so I'll select that, and then I'll come up here and hold down Shift and select for the head. You can do it the other way too, but the reason I click on nails first and then head is because it's going to highlight the last one you selected down here. And I like that to be head. It's just easier. We will need to select the roughness. The roughness is going to determine how shiny he is. And then use the color adjust tool here. And what I want to do is lower the brightness of this, and that will make him more shiny. If I made it brighter, he would be less shiny. So I will drop this down a little bit. And this one does work in real time over here, so that's real handy. And I'm going to now bring this down until I find I'm getting a pretty good match there. And you may not want it to be as shiny, so you might want to just leave it the way it was. But I'm going to make him, pretty shiny again. And then, so do that. And then you can, add some hair and facial hair from your library, and you should be good to go. Okay, hope that's helpful.